Hey, today we're going to be going over MLA format. What is MLA format? You ever writing your paper and want to use something that's been created before? I'm constantly reading and writing in school using MLA format. It's not only required, but it's helpful. Constantly researching and articulating and referencing my findings. MLA format isn't all about citations and references. It's an entire format for the way that you structure your paper. There are many details when it comes to using MLA tailored to your specific situation and needs for your work. I will be covering basic guidelines in the following slides. Basic MLA guidelines. Here we have a very common example of when you're going to be using MLA format. This is proper MLA guidelines for what your header and title of your work should look like. Double space the text of your paper and use a legible font, Times New Roman. The font size should be 12 points. Set the margins of your document to 1 inch on all sides. And indent the first line of each paragraph 1/2 inch from the left margin. In the top left-hand corner, list your name, your professor's name, the course number, and date. Create a header that numbers all the pages consecutively in the upper right-hand corner with your last name in front of the page numbers. A strong technique for writing good research papers, among other things, is to use references to other sources throughout your writing. While doing this, you would use in-text citations. In-text citations is a brief reference to the sourced material you have included on your works cited page. Depending on whether or not the author is known or unknown will depend on how you format your in-text citation. Here are a couple of examples of what in-text citation could appear as, depending on the type of source and its context. The format of your works cited page should follow the same guidelines as your paper. There are additional guidelines to follow for the works cited page. First, start your works cited section on a separate page by labeling it works cited at the center of the page with each word capitalized. Double space each citation, but do not skip spaces between citations. Indent the second and subsequent lines of each citation by 0.5 inches. This is called a hanging indent. Lastly, each source should be in alphabetical order. The two of the most common sources cited include electronic and book sources. The basic guidelines for citing an electronic source are shown as follows. First, list editor, author, or compiler's name of the source followed by a period. Then list the title of the article in quotation marks while also including a period. Next, list the website in italics, followed by a comma. List the resource data followed by a comma, and then lastly, list the URL, DOI, or permalink. Depending on the source, the way you cite things will change. When citing a book, you list the author's last name, comma, first name, period, title of the book in italics, period, city of publication, comma, publisher, comma, and publication date. The city of publication should only be used if the book was published before the 1900s, or if the publisher is unknown in North America. If the source has more than one author, as in this example, list just the last names of the first two authors, followed by the full name of the last author. So as you can see, there is a lot when it comes to MLA format, and there is a lot that I didn't cover when it comes to MLA format. I sure like to think that I covered the basics, and I sure learned a lot when doing the research for this presentation. I hope you did too.